It is Monday, which means it's a brand new week and also a brand new zone in Flylady world. And this week we're working in zone 4, which is the master bathroom. No, it's the master bedroom and the ensuite bathroom. But because we don't have an ensuite, that is where I do our upstairs family bathroom. So that is my focus for my zone cleaning and decluttering. I'm still decluttering for this week. But to be honest, my plans have changed for today, so I don't know if I will get to zone cleaning today. And the reason for that is because I was a wee bit poorly last night and overnight, so still feeling a little bit ropey. So today is going to be a sick day, a rest day for me, so that I feel better tomorrow. There's no point trying to work yourself into the ground to try and do things when you're not feeling well. It's not going to work. It's, you know, we've all been there, we've all done that. It's not a good game plan, so I'm not going to fall into that trap today. I'm dressed to shoe. Laundry has been done for the day. I've swished and swiped in the downstairs bathroom, and I've swept this kitchen floor, and also I've done the dishes. There's a few there that are still to be dried and put away, but to be honest, they're probably going to be there now until I start thinking about the evening routine, and when I'm back in the kitchen thinking about dinner and starting on dinner, that's when I'll look at them. So I feel like my morning routine is done, kind of feel in control with that. So between now and for the next 2 hours, I'm going to be thinking about doing bits and pieces of my daily focus today, which is my weekly home blessing. And the way the weekly home blessing is set out, it's put into manageable chunks of like 10 minutes. But if I take it just little by little, using the top of the hour and the back of the hour, at the o'clock, I'm just going to spend 5 minutes, set the timer to do something, i.e. wipe down the mirrors, do a bit of dusting, hoover, sweep the floors, that type of thing. If I do that between now and dinner time, it means I have a lot of rest time, but still get the tasks done. Then I should have the energy to work on the evening routine, and then I think I'll probably be calling it quits there. That is how I manage sort of sick days in this house, is that I just think, right, okay, do the basics, do the things that kind of need to be done to keep the house running. Then that means that when you have the time, or when you're feeling well enough, you can then build up and do the additional things to get the house the way that you actually ideally want in the long run. So I nearly forgot, but I want to give a wee update on other bits and pieces that we've done around the house the past couple of days. So let's go, I'll show you. So we have the addition of this table and little stools. Now we have somewhere to eat in the kitchen, which is fab. But it's the dining room that our current project is at the moment, and this is where we are now with it. As you may remember, the weekend before last was when I started working on this. And there was nothing really wrong with the room itself, it was just tired, bless it. It was just tired and unloved. But we have painted the walls and we've moved the furniture around in the room. So my office cupboard is now behind the door and the TV is on top of that. The unit that was there previously is now over here in this corner. This unit's staying. The items on the unit may change, we'll see. We've just popped up some temporary curtains, and we also have these seat covers over the chairs, which are really handy because, well, let's face it, the kids, they're messy. And we use this table for a lot of arts and crafts and messy play. So having these removable seat covers will come in handy when we do things and I don't really want the seat covers to get stained. So I think we're keeping the chairs and the table. We were trying to work out how old they were, and well, they're 20 plus years old, and you know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. So we were hesitant to throw them out, but I think we'll get the addition of some new chairs here. We need to think about the flooring. We were thinking about getting a carpet or potentially a rug, but again, the potential of stains and mess from just the ages of the children where we're at just now. We might keep this laminate for a year or two, we'll see. But I'm stepping ahead of myself a little bit because although the walls are done, I just need to finish the door, get that glossed, tidy up the woodwork, and then that will be phase 1 of our project dining room officially done, and then we can start to think about getting chairs and nice things.
Okay.
And this is the reason for all the noise.
Become a ball.
Another thing that I did over the weekend was I picked up my knitting again, and I picked up this, which is the Tegna sweater by Caitlin Hunter. Very popular in Ravelry. A lot of people have knitted up this sweater. It's a cropped, loose-fitting sweater. The construction is fairly straightforward. So I picked it up. I was on Saturday morning around about here, and I'm now working up the body. I only have this much of the cake left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cake up the other skein that I have. Then I'm going to use both cakes and alternate row by row, and hopefully it will just be a nice flow through of the mix of colours that's in the skein. So it's just coming up for 7 o'clock in the evening, and the evening routine is done. The sink has been shined, and I'm just about to take a picture for Instagram of my shiny sink. That is one thing I've been really lax with recently, is uploading my pictures to Instagram, and I do think that Instagram helps me to keep accountable as well. So as a minimum this week, I am determined to take a picture of my shiny sink each evening. So that is done. That marks the end of our evening routine. And it's time to bring out What's the Time, which seems to be a huge favourite of Joshua and Hannah's at the moment. We've just finished our round of What's the Time. So everybody had some cards. They said the time that was on the card to the other two, and we had to make the time on the clock. And the first person to make that time on the clock won that card. So this is Joshua's pile of cards that he won. Here's my pile. And here's Hannah's pile. So Hannah, well, okay.
A mess.
The messy pile. So Hannah, do you want to count how many cards you've got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 again.
10. Joshua, do you want to count? Oh my goodness, look at that big yawn. Do you want to count the amount of cards? Okay. And Dab as well? You count the cards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8. So Hannah's winning with 10. How many cards have I got?
I might win.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You won that round. Joshua is just popping away. What's the time? Because it's now time for
My favourite game.
What's your favourite game?
Headbands.
Headbands.
This is my second favourite.
That's your second favourite. So we're just packing away our headbands, and who was the winner there?
Me! And who was second?
Joshua, and Mummy was last.
What? No, who can do the best gorilla? Joshua goes first.
Oh, that looks like a good gorilla. Oh my goodness. So much energy when it is this close to bedtime.
No. Who is the best unicorn?
So that's my little unicorns and little gorillas upstairs now. They're in bed. They're not asleep, but that's them settled for the night. So I've got about an hour, maybe an hour and a half until hubby comes home. And so I thought I would add a couple more rows onto my Tegna sweater. So I'm going to call it a day here. I feel much better than I did this time yesterday. So I'm hoping to wake up tomorrow morning after a good night's sleep, and I'll get cracking on with things that I want to get done this week. So for tonight, I will call it a day and I will say bye-bye. I'll see you soon.